welcome to IndusCore Tech. In today's video, I will going to show you how to create your OPC UA server on Python, how to connect it to UA Expert, and how to create following the model using the previous video we've made as example, and how to respect the tree structure of OPC UA model, and most importantly, and listen carefully, how to write from the client to the server all in real time. So as a little example, here you can see that my level is increasing by 1.5. If I change this value, you can see now that my level will increase by 10. So it means that my server succeed at receive the information of the client and took it into account. Here the result, you can see that it changed from 1.5 to 10. And the best thing by using the property of true-false, as I did in the last video, to simulate the close and the open of the valve, we can also stop our filling. And here you have a valve off and our tank is not filling. And here the value of the tank will stop at 229 liter. So stay till the end and don't forget to subscribe. So here we will start by creating our OPC server on Python. First thing first, I want to advise you to create your point Viv, your virtual environment, so that you will not have some problems with the packaging and libraries with your interpreter Python. I will show you the library that I installed so that I can work on OPC UA. So you will need this one. So you just need to write pip install OPC UA and pip install cryptography. So here you will see that I installed them so that I can work on this project. So for today's video, we'll just use the OPC UA but not the cryptography. It will be for our next video. And also I will show you the version of Python that I used. So it's the Python 3.13.2. Okay, but I will really advise you to install this point Viv so that you will not have problem. So let's start now from OPC UA import server. We'll also import the time library. Now we'll create our server. Put attention to the uppercase here. We give it a 9 point. So for us it will be the internal network. OPC point TCP, because it's using the TCP package to communicate 127.001. The port will be the 4843 and the name free OPC UA server. Okay, then we create our URI as we did in our previous example. It will be URI tank system, then index server point. We just namespace for our array. Okay, now we create our structure by expecting it. So we have our tank object, and inside our tank object there will be the tank level variable and the valve object. Okay, the valve object will contain the flow rate variable and the properties of flow rate. So we'll start, we create our variable tank, and we'll create inside the objects of UA Expert. So inside the UA Expert folder that is called object, we'll create another object that is called tank, and it will does as this object add object outside our array named tank. Okay, now we create the level that will tell us how much is filled, how much the tank is filled. So I will call it level bar equal tank and it will be a variable because it will change with the time because we're using the real time. I will call it level and I will set it up at 0. So here what I'm telling to my program to do is create a variable that is called level inside my tank object. Okay, next it will be my valve object. It will be valve equal always inside my tank. It will be another object, not a variable. It will be named valve. Then inside this object I will create a variable that is called flow rate. Float valve equal valve. It will be a variable IDX flow rate, and it will be set at 1.5. Till here we are okay. So now it will be the properties valve state equal to flow rate. I will create two properties for my variable. So the first one, it will be flow rate valve. My first properties will be valve state, and my second one I will call it unit prop. So as we did in our previous example, the first one, this one will give us a boolean true false if the valve is on or off, and the second one it will be used for the unit measurement. Okay. Yes, it will be add property edit state. I will set it to true, so it's open. Okay, and the second one will be unit prop equal inside my flow rate valve add same thing property audits unit under our setup as a string characters that will be letter per second. And here I will just start my server. Server start at server and endpoint. So here we have our structure. Let us see what we have. I will copy this. Sorry. I will run it. I hope it will work. I will connect to it. Here we have inside objects our object named tank, and here we have our lover and our valve, and our valve has one variable flow rate with two properties. Okay, so if I take this and put it here, you can see that my level that I set at 0, sorry, my flow rate at 1.5, my state that is true, and my unit that is liter per second. So let's come back to our program and let's set up and simulate that our valve is opened and it's filling the tank with water. So if you have this messages, don't worry, it just that mean that your server is connected to your OPC UA client, and here you can see that you have succeeded to connect all your nodes to your server. So I will just stop my server, and what we will do here is use try while it's true. Set up our state, we get our valve state, we get the value. Then we'll do the same with the flow rate. Okay, value, and also with the unit. So get so if state I will take my level var get value. To this level I will increase, I will take the same data, the endpoint 5, and just add it. So I will increment it. Okay. Level var here to get the result. Set the value of level. And here we'll print valve on. So my flow rate, I will display my flow rate, but also the unit. I think I thought I did make a mistake here. It's okay. Back level. For level. So I will add the flow rate inside the level that will increment, and of course if you add 1.5 liter inside the tank that has 0, and then we increase it by 1.5, 1.5, 1.5, it will be an incrementation, so my tank is filling with water. Okay, else if it's not working or it's closed because the valve is off, not filling. Okay, here we use a time sleep of 2. Finally, server stop and print, sorry, server stopped. Let's see what we get. Okay, here it's connected, and you can see that my flow rate is 1.5 and the tank level is increasing by 1.5 each time, each 2 seconds. You see, because we are connected, so we can also follow it in our UA client. Let me try something. If I change this by false, I hope it will work. Yes, you can see that it stopped and it's not filling. Hey, hello guys, just don't forget to subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends, put in likes and comments below the video. Thank you. So now what I want to do is, if I change and make it true, you can see that the connection was denied because I didn't set the good command to let my client to write inside my server. So I need to give the command to my server so that my client could access to this option. So what you need just to add one command, and it's an important command so that your client will work. And we will come here to our level var and just write this set writable. And we will use it each time for each sorry, not here, for each of our variable that we need to manipulate through our client. FlowRate, var, Valve state, and unit. Writable. I think we are okay. Let's just see what we have. I hope it will work. So here the valve is off. Let's fix this by making it true, and here our server is working. Congratulations, you have a good server working on OPC UA. So here now we can change our flow rate and make it to 3. You can also restart your level by putting it to 0, and here we start from 0, as you can see here. And of course the most important thing is that you can close your valve. Sorry, you can close your valve. As I said before, you can use OPC UA to make complex model and structure. So it's not just about transferring or communicate or connect between component. You can make complex data, as I can like set the minimum, the maximum. As an example, I can add to my lover some maximum, and then it will stop and block the flow rate, so it will close the valve so that my tank will not be filled by more than what it can contain of water. Your limit is your imagination. That's it. So this is all for me. Thank you for watching it till the end. Yes, before I will stop with you. You have this documentation, the doc of Python OPC UA, and you can find all the commands that you need, and you can use to have a more complex program and more like complete server, and also for the client. So this is all for me. Thank you for following me. Like I said before, please just subscribe, like the video, share it with your friend, and put me comment, and see you the next time. Wassalamu alaikum. Thank you.